On this adventure, we go into the Underworld searching for lost history. And what we find? Well, you'll just have to find out.
Whoa, that is wild looking. It is? And the way this opens up. This stuff is all very covered with, it kind of looks like desert varnish. Yeah, that's where all the water disappears, down in there. I wouldn't climb down in there.
In this episode, I'm joined by a good friend of mine. His name is Daniel, and you can find his channel at The Epic of Dan. He's going to be doing similar adventures on his channel, and Daniel is an awesome guy in my opinion. He's cool, chill, and respectful. Plus, he's one of the main reasons I'm even doing any of these adventures in the first place. But that's a story for another time. Right now, I want to say that the subject of the Underworld truly fascinates me. There are legends out there, like the ones from the Hopi people, where they say their ancestors came out of the Underworld and were down there with the ant people. There are also stories from the local Yavapai tribe, where they say they came out from underneath Montezuma's well, which is another sinkhole not too far away from here. Additionally, there are many other tribes who have similar accounts of the underworld from all around the world. I wonder what it must have been like for the ancient people and why they were coming down in here. I found this spot on Google Earth and then later found out that it was already discovered, documented, and put out into the public domain by the government. When we went down in there and found what appeared to be some ancient stonework inside, I was amazed, excited, and also conflicted. I wasn't going to share that part until I learned that it was already talked about in the government report. I went on to ask AI and a few people what they all thought about it, and they all said they thought it was okay to share something that was already known. So now I feel much more comfortable with sharing it. If you end up going looking around over there, or anywhere out in the wild, please be respectful and do not damage anything. Also, please be careful. A man had to be rescued from this sinkhole years ago because one of the branches broke when he was climbing down in. So make sure you plan accordingly and do your best to be safe. This sinkhole is actually located not too far away from some other very significant Native American sites. Reflecting on that while exploring this place made me think about the potential possibilities. I can only imagine what must have been going through their minds in regard to this place and what their experience was like when they came down in here. Hey everyone! We're going to be giving away an 8x10 metal print of my father's photography that's worth around $100, and it will be signed by all three of us. If you would like a chance to win this image, just leave a comment down below with the word Underworld in it, and the winner will be selected at random. Check out the full rules in the description below, and we will also talk about it in more detail at the end of the video.
Oh, this one even almost looks like a heart shape right here. Yeah, I was just, right before you said that, I was just thinking about they would probably have ceremonies down here, like spiritual, like initiation rites and stuff. Right? Like, that's where all the water goes.
Is that green?
Oh, wow, that's pretty.
What is that?
Yeah, that's where all the water disappears down in there. I wouldn't climb down in there.
That is some green stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool looking.
Some of the geology inside also seems mesmerizing to me, like a strange alien world, which, in my opinion, adds even further to the mysteriousness of the area. This is truly one of the most unique and interesting places I've ever been to, and I'm very grateful I got the opportunity to go in there and also to share it with you. Whoa. I still can't help but wonder if maybe there is somewhere unknown to the public yet to be discovered in Sedona or somewhere nearby, where there is a significant opening into the underworld that leads into a much broader and deeper cave system. I've found a lot of really cool or amazing things so far in these adventures, but I think that would be one of the most amazing and exciting things to find. So who knows, maybe one day. There's also what some people would call more modern graffiti down in there. There's a pecked heart and cross, and another heart and cross. Maybe Rosicrucians were in there. Some of what is left by these explorers is very poetic, and there's one which claims to be from 1911, which was very thought-provoking for me. I felt kind of like these were kindred spirits down here, exploring the unknown in a spiritual manner, while so many others are focused more on money and material things. We couldn't really read what this one said, so Daniel took a picture and had AI try to translate it, and it also couldn't figure out some of the words, but this is what it came up with. It says, on this date in 1911, I came to this place, known as the Narrow Canyon, from which the place with the deep crevice is found, standing near where water once ran. Some will have left for the golden lands. This mark was made as a test that we were here when others were not, to find this sign.
Hello, Michael here again. I want to share more of the beauty and wonder of Sedona with all you people that are out there watching. Have a wonderful day. Okay, this is for those of you who would like to know why we have sinkholes in Sedona. I want to give you some geological facts, and then in regards to this video, there's a couple things that are a little bit mysterious. There are 7 known and documented sinkholes in Sedona. They are caused by dissolution cavities found approximately 600 to 1,000 feet under the surface in the red wall limestone. This 200-foot thick layer was deposited by the Red Wall Sea during the Mississippian period, dating from 318 to 359 million years ago. This calcium carbonate-rich limestone is very porous and contains an abundant amount of flowing water. It is comprised of a massive complex cave system that rivals the Mammoth Cave system in Kentucky in its formative period. These sinkholes are indications of channeled waterways that cause the rock above large caverns to cave in, which continues over time all the way up to the surface. When the rock breaks loose, there are many sharp angular pieces that lock together, forming a massive wedge called karst breccia that plugs the chamber a section at a time heading up to the surface. There could be many more sinkholes that are unknown in the area because they have not yet caved in at the surface. This sinkhole starts with the Esplanade sandstone, which resides at the top of the Supai group, dating back to 318 million years ago. The surface opening is 46 by 56 feet, with the total area of the underground cavern being 4.6 times larger than that opening. The entrance slopes down to the bottom, which has a large flat dirt floor, some of which has turned into cracked mud, especially near the location of the drain at the very bottom edge of the cavern. This lowest point is 68 vertical feet below the rim. This is where the incoming water disappears as it percolates down into the aquifer. The water table starts at about 300 to 500 feet below the surface at this location. In the late 1990s, the U.S. Forest Service and a geologist assessed the potential of this sinkhole for disposing of treated wastewater from the Sedona Water Treatment Facility in efforts of recharging the Verde Valley aquifer. Fortunately, that didn't happen. Final mapping of this site happened September 29, 2009, which documented the middle bench being human-formed in prehistoric times. Also, there are 2 potholes on the rim, each measuring 2 foot in diameter and 2 feet deep, carved into the red sandstone. This was caused by rainwater gushing with such strong force that geologists speculate it must have happened during the end of the Ice Age, when there was much more abundant rainfall than today. This feature also raises the possibility that Ice Age pre-extinction, 11,000-year-old or older megafauna and flora could have potentially been trapped inside this hole, and that those remains might presently be buried under the dirt in the lower area of the cavern.
Loving is what I do. Loving is what we should always do. Say no, or you'll be left underground. Slow down. We're too satisfied. You know, I drown. I was left paralyzed.
Have a wonderful day.
Hey again. So, me and my father have both been photographers in Sedona for a long time, and we are honored to share our photography with you. If you don't happen to win this time, you'll have more opportunities in the future, as we are going to be doing some more giveaways. Also, we are planning on setting up an online store in the near future as well. As a legal disclaimer, this giveaway is not sponsored, endorsed, or administered by YouTube. If you are interested in participating, please read the full rules in the description below, and we will be contacting the winner here on YouTube, so make sure to have your notifications set on or come back and check in a few weeks. Thank you and have a great day. Oh, also with this, it comes all set up. You can just hang it right on the wall, and it's really easy.